time for Tracy.
LANZAROTE, 2022. Christian was a young, healthy and strong boy, with clear eyes and a smile that made people fall in love.
At the beginning of 2020, at the age of 16, he began to suffer muscle spasms and visual crises. In October 2020, seizures were added, each time worse. After several tests, visits to specialists throughout the national territory, wrong diagnoses and ineffective treatments, the sentence finally arrived: Lafora progressive amyoclonic epilepsy, a degenerative genetic disease considered rare, for which there is no treatment that eradicates or prevents its development, and that it has serious consequences for patients and their caregivers. Pathologically, it is characterized by the presence of polyglucosan deposits, called Lafora bodies, in the brain, liver, muscle, and sweat glands. Despite the efforts of doctors, the disease progressed rapidly. Seizures, attacks of schizophrenia, and severe difficulties swallowing food and walking. Christian needed the care of his parents 24 hours a day. Until he had to be admitted in July 2021, he underwent an intervention for the implantation of a gastric peg in order to feed himself. Christian is gone. He passed away on August 12, 2021, in Lanzarote at the age of 17. Neither his body nor his spirit could continue fighting.
Christian had two younger sisters, Tracy and Carmen. In March 2022, Tracy, only 13 years old, begins to show the same symptoms, and after the relevant tests, the diagnosis is just as terrible: Lafora.
Her parents, Giovanna and Lucio, are devastated. If it is already devastating to lose a child in the circumstances in which they lost Christian, having to face the same ordeal again with their second-born daughter and without having even had the material time to recover from the duel, is undoubtedly something humanly unbearable.
They need help, all we can provide. Christian's tragedy interrupted the peaceful life of this family that until now had enjoyed a certain economic stability, the result of the hard work of both parents. Thanks to this, they were able to face the many expenses that any illness, serious and quickly lethal, forces them to bear, including dedicating themselves 24 hours a day to their son.
Little more than 6 months later, they lived the same nightmare again, this time without the economic muscle they had, but with the awareness of what awaits them.
Tracy is a teenager with a sweet and profound look, an athlete, a lover of life, a hurricane as her mother defines her. But he has also lived with a lot of suffering, like his sister Carmen, the illness and death of his brother Christian, and that is greatly affecting his state of mind, especially now that he is aware of the nature of the symptoms he is presenting. Her fear of seizures is already keeping her from going to high school or playing basketball, her passion. She needs urgent psychological help.
And soon, too soon, she'll need her parents' undivided, 24-hour attention. The evolution of this disease is not compatible with the times currently managed to obtain support for dependents by institutions.
So any financial help we can provide to the family will be vital to buy quality time for Tracy and accompany her in the best way on that path. The smallest contribution adds up.